Hello, my name is Dennis Johnson, and I'm bringing you the Flam Accent Grid today. I've entitled it Mr. J's Flam Jam number 21. I did not write this. This is a universal exercise that most drummers play once they get to an advanced level or intermediate to advanced level. Lots of drum lines play this. This is one of the foundation exercises that we like to teach. This is a good one to learn. Once you can play flam accents, which is basically triplets with flams on the first partial of every three, then the next step is to learn the flam accent grid, which to grid means to the accents fall on one, the second partial, and the third partial. And we do the 4-count version, the 2-count version, and the 1-count version, which throws the time signatures into 12/8, 9/8, actually 12/8, 6/8, and 9/8. I mean, you can write it in various combinations, and I've seen people do that, but the most basic version of this flam accent grid would be to write it in 12/8, and you'll see in the music, letter A, I've written it in 12/8, letter B in 6/8, and letter C in 9/8. This exercise wants to rush because a lot of times young players will cheat the flams, and when you make the transition from the right hand to the left hand, because you've got they tend to crush that and they tend to rush. So what I'm going to do is set the metronome at around 150 and play through this one time so that you can see what this sounds like. And I think I'll go ahead and put the music up on the video so you can see it. And here we go. This is Flam Accent Grid, and we're playing this at 150. Here it goes. Okay, so that's Flam Accent Grid one time through. And you'll notice on the music that we play the 4-count version one time through. We play the 2-count version 2 times through, and we play the 1-count version 4 times through. That keeps all of the natural sticking flowing from right to left. You can do different, you can put drags and play the flam drag grid. You could do flam 5s, etc., etc. But this is the basic exercise. This is the next step. Once you can play flam accents, which is basically, like I said before, flams on the first of every 3 triplets, nice and relaxed. Then we go on to the second partial and the third partial. We do that one time through. And there's a lot of muscle memory in these types of exercises. You could count this, but if you get bogged down in counting while you're playing, this becomes sort of a confusing type of exercise. This is an exercise I tell my students that it has a feel to it, and once you've done it enough, you can count it when you're playing very slowly, but when you're up to speed 150 and beyond, it's more about feel than it is counting. Okay, and you want to play this with a metronome, because if you don't, it's gonna rush, and that's not a good thing. So I'm going to play this one time without the music in front of me, so you can see. I'm using the old faithful Vic Firth Ralph Hardimans today because they're white. I don't tape my sticks anymore. I used to tape everything. I wouldn't use a stick without a tape, but I really I just like the feel of the wood against my hands now. And the rim shots sound better, and you know, when you tape your sticks, you're hitting rim shots, and the tape's flying off and everything. So all of my sticks, I've got 3 stick bags full of sticks. The ones that are taped are my old sticks, but all of the new sticks that I buy, I just simply don't put any tape on it. But anyway, these come white from the manufacturer, so they'll show up against my black shirt. So this is Flam Accent Grid, one time through. Here we go. Let's do it again. Let's do C. Yeah, that's C. So let's go back to A one more time. Okay, so that's Flam Accent Grid, and I've entitled it Mr. J's Flam Jam number 21. Doesn't mean that I wrote it, just means it's in a series that I'm putting on my channel. I'm trying to remember when I first, I know I didn't learn this in high school. I learned this in college a long time ago, back in the late 70s, early 80s. We also played this, if I'm not mistaken, we played this in the Spirit of Atlanta Drum and Bugle Corps when I marched back in the day. We probably put drags on it and maybe some back sticking, but I remember the Flam Accent Grid, playing this as one of our basic exercises. It's been around a long time. I don't think anybody can actually claim it, sort of like claiming the B-flat scale. Who invented the B-flat scale? I don't know. I'm not sure who wrote this, so I'll put universal. This is Flam Accent Grid. This is one of those core exercises that every drummer needs to learn how to play because it leads to bigger and better things. So enjoy it and use a metronome. So this is Mr. J's Flam Jam number 21. Number 22 coming up is going to be, let's see, Flam 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a whole separate deal from the Flam Accent Grid. So anyway, stay tuned for number 22. Have a good day. Keep on drumming. Stay positive. And I will see you at Flam Jam number 22. Peace.